Firstly, Marco, welcome to Wellington. How was the trip over to New Zealand?
It was always a strong trip. We start in Adelaide, we fly to Sydney, then to Wellington. I think we came in night time in the hotel, and it's a very long and strong trip. But we have 2 days here to get the feeling for the time, and I think tomorrow we will be ready.
Having already played in Wellington at the start of the season, does that help the team, I guess, get used to the travel, get used to the rhythm of this away game?
I think so. And although we have the experience from the first game, I think it's not a problem, the long trip, because we stay 1 day earlier in Wellington than by the another away games.
Obviously last week was a very difficult result for the team. It was a big result. How have you changed training at all this week to make up for maybe the mistakes in that game?
Always after every game, if we play a successful or like last week a very bad game, we make a clear analysis in the week. And also after this game we show a lot of scenes. We discuss with the player the scenes to find the right way in the future, to find the right decision in a lot of moments. And then we make a tick and we're looking forward for the next game. And the result was shit. The performance was not our face and not our style. But the team are hungry for success again.
Is there anything specifically that you have learned from the team after that game last week?
No, but it's important that we don't forget that we have a very young team. I think we are the only team in the offense. It plays with only Australian players. That's no foreign players actually, and it can be happen that we have a worse day like in City, but we must learn about the mistakes. And also a big point of the meeting was that we cannot stop a game after a 3-0. We must stay compact, we must stay in a good organization, play disciplined to the end of the game, because I think it's also important to have a good goal difference in the ladder, and that was not good from us.
You mentioned the young players. Obviously we had Paul, George and Ben come back to the team last week. Has it been good to have some extra players, some more experienced A-League players come back into the squad ahead of the game against Wellington?
Yes, but it's not really a big experienced A-League players. They come back. Paulie play maybe the first season very clear, number one. George Blackwood play more games in a row than in Sydney. Ben Garuccio, it's more, but they are not experienced players. They are not very experienced A-League players. But I'm happy that the players are ready for this game.
Looking now obviously to the game against Wellington, how important is it to get a good result? Do you settle for a draw or do you want 3 points? Do you want to win this game?
I think very important it's to have a look for our performance. And if you perform well, then you have a chance for a good result, and then you have a chance for points. And that's for me the first view for a game. And if we start a game at home or away, we want to get the 3 points, and also tomorrow.
Last week Wellington had a very good result against Newcastle. Have you analysed that game? Obviously they're very strong going forward. we analysed their performance last week and maybe looked at certain points of their play to make sure we do not maybe concede goals like Newcastle did?
Yes, but it's not only the last game. Wellington performed well. They have a draw at home against Western Sydney. They beat Victory, but with 10 players. They have 3 games in a row with good results. They have a very strong offensive. They are good in shape. But we analyzed every game from them, the last 3-1. I think we are good prepared for this game.
And just lastly, obviously the weather here in Wellington is a little cooler than back home in Adelaide at the moment. Do you think it's almost beneficial, it's good for the team, for our team to have been training in some hot weather to now come and play a game in some cooler conditions?
Yes, I am 100% sure that it will be better to train or to play. It's a little bit colder, it's good. We play tomorrow at night time, I think 22 or 23 degrees. It's the best temperatures to play soccer.